provided by law because of such individual's refusal to disclose his social security number. That means because an individual refuses to provide a social security number, he should not be denied any benefit or privilege which is provided by law. Second, it goes on to say that any federal, state or local government agency which requests an individual to disclose his social security number shall inform that individual whether that disclosure is mandatory or voluntary. He should be told, okay, by what statutory or other authority such number is being solicited and what uses will be made of it, so that the problem of what people call as functionality creep. Functionality creep is the biggest problem noted worldwide in identity systems. That means you collect an information for one purpose and you ultimately use it for a completely different purpose without telling the other person, the object or the subject, that we are using that information for this purpose as well. That guy has no freedom over it because he has already given that information. Okay. Now, so we are not talking about a number like social security number when we are talking about UID. UID is to be seen as something which will provide an identity, and social security number is something which does not provide identity. It provides social security benefits to people. And the whole movement in the United States of citizens movements has been to make sure that the social security card is not used as an identity document. There is a whole movement going around by privacy groups and citizen groups in the United States. So there is no comparison here when we speak about social security number and the UID, because they are completely different, and the social security number in the United States is guided by extremely stringent privacy laws. Okay, and the most important clause being that you cannot be denied any service if you do not have a social security. So that sort of hits at the base of the argument. Now, take this another case of United Kingdom. United Kingdom, the Identity Cards Bill of 2004, introduced by Tony Blair, has been very severely criticized, particularly from a very important study prepared by the London School of Economics, by the Information Systems and Innovations Group of the London School of Economics, where they actually said that in a report in 2006, they said that the government's proposals are too complex, technically unsafe, overly prescriptive, and lack a foundation of public trust and confidence. Okay? It also said that the card systems such as the one proposed in the bill may even lead to a greater incidence of identity theft. Okay, so instead of providing identity, instead of affirming identity, it is likely to lead to identity theft. How is it? An example can be easily had from the experience of social security number in the United States. In the 90s and 2000s, you see that the social security number in the United States was increasingly used for non-social security purposes. People used to ask, what's your social security number? For when you are dealing with somebody not related with the delivery of the social service. Thus, the social security number of a person, the sort of privacy, the secrecy of that number, only you know that number, that slowly dissolves in the United States. So your number is there in a large number of places. So it turned out that a large number of services were acquired by citizens giving another person's social security number, because whenever a payment is involved in some form, a bill will go to the address belonging to address of the person who has the other social security number. The United States Government Accountability Office, which is a government office, Government Accountability Office, has a subcommittee on social security. It actually tells us that over a 1 year period, nearly 10 million people, or 4.6% of the adult US population, discovered, that is 5% of the US population discovered that they were victims of some form of identity theft. Okay? It translated to an estimated loss exceeding 50 billion US dollars. That means you got a medical bill saying that you acquired this service when you never went to that office because your number was used by somebody else. This is a typical case of identity theft, which is exactly what the LSE report warned the citizens of the United Kingdom, that if an identity card comes, this is likely to happen. They actually went on to point out that identity systems may actually create a range of new and unforeseen problems. These include failure of systems, unforeseen financial costs, increased security threats, and unacceptable imposition on citizens. It said, we are not confident that these conditions have been satisfied in the Identity Cards Bill. The risk of failure in the current proposals is therefore magnified to the point where the identity card scheme should be regarded as a potential danger to the public interest and to the legal rights of individuals. It was this conclusion of the London School of Economics report on the Identity Cards Bill of the United Kingdom that finally led to much public uproar, debate, discussions, and finally when the Cameron government took over, it actually cancelled the scheme. It's now out of the, it's not going to happen in the United Kingdom. Now, that about international